Oh, damn these wounds. In the moment we're 10 feet too. And how you told me after it, we'd remember tonight for the rest of our lives.
We've just been told, somebody whispers something in your ear, and it's odd. The producer just said to me, Mirandinha's moving to a quiet room. Okay, well, I know why he's doing it. He wants to speak to us. Is that like Elvis has left the building? So
he's going to be talking to us about this restaurant in Newcastle.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the menu. It does look nice. It's not the churrascaria that we thought it might be.
Well, they come around with the old great big cuts of meat.
No, there's plenty of meat involved, but there's lots of other stuff.
Wouldn't there?
Yeah, there's lots of other stuff as well. Yeah, it does look quite good, in fact.
So anyway, while he goes and searches for a quiet room, Andy, do you have anything for us, Reba?
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Well, he's found a quiet room, but now he's gone again. So it must be a bit... Maybe there was a one-man band in there.
Louis Van Gaal Point City dropped last night, though.
I'm guessing all the rooms in Newcastle are quite noisy, because at the moment...
You knew this was going to happen. You're either going to come on and not speak English at all.
Let me give you the anatomy of one of these types of guests, shall I? Let me lead into a little secret, talkSPORT listener.
Yeah, how this works.
They say, Mirandinha's coming on. Oh, fantastic. Oh, yeah, it's brilliant. He's involved in the opening of a new restaurant in Newcastle, and you think, it's fantastic. I can't wait. And then we wait.
Yeah.
That's right. We don't know where he is. He's probably got a little bit of meat stuck in his teeth. So look,
come on, Francisco Hernani Lima da Silva, better known as Mirandinha.
He's found a quiet room. It's happening shortly, but we need to take a couple of deep breaths. Give him a little bit more time, and we'll be chatting, I promise, to Mirandinha in a few moments. Here we go, and let's take you back to the late 80s and happier times at Newcastle, I think, anyway. You're never quite sure when Newcastle.
No.
They'll probably say, no, they weren't.
It was First Division.
Yeah. Anyway, this was a goal by our next guest. Listen to this.
It's Mirandinha who'll hit it! 2-0. Mirandinha. And Middlesbrough unable to rein him in now. He's going to get his second, and Newcastle's third.
Scoring in a derby, that can't be bad.
Yeah, played alongside Paul Gascoigne, of course. Very pleased to say, joining us now after a minor mishap. Newcastle cult hero Mirandinha. Good to talk to you.
Oh, very nice to talk to you too, my friend.
Does that bring back happy memories? That goal against the Borough?
Yes, I have so many good memories from Newcastle United in that time. I'm so glad to be here again with my friend brother Lee Pine, who bring me here to have this nice time with the people here. We are here in the Cabana restaurant for the open day. So happy to be here again as well.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Now we've been looking at the menu in the Cabana, Mira. It does look very nice. It's not. We were thinking it was like a churrascaria. We've seen a lot of those spring up in the UK and stuff, but it's not as such, is it?
Yeah, so different. Everything here in Newcastle now. The menu now here is completely different from the English traditional.
That's true.
Yeah, but I am happy, and I'm so, as I said before, I'm so glad to be here again with these fantastic fans for Newcastle United. I'm looking forward to be here one day, work as a manager.
Wow.
Because I've been prepared in Brazil for a long time for this challenge. I hope someone come to us and give me a chance for me to show my coaching pad here in England.
That's true. Now, were you at the game last night?
Yes, I went to the game last night. It was fantastic, Lee Pine, he made me a very, very nice, invited to go inside the field with 55,000 fans in the stadium. It was fantastic, come back and see the people. Very, very warm welcome to me. It was fantastic.
How many times have you been back since you were playing here?
for the third time I'm here. The other 2 times I don't have a luck to have a Newcastle game in the town, but yesterday I was, it was amazing for me because the club is massive club now, and I saw how they are strong now in the English football and in the world football as well.
It's amazing now, isn't it, Mira, that so many Brazilian players playing in our league, and you were the first to play and first at Newcastle. It was a very different time.
Yes, very different time. I remember when I first came here, there some fields we have difficult to play because we have a plastic grass, and but now all the clubs, they have a very, very big stadiums and nice atmosphere to play. This is fantastic, English football. I love it.
And nowadays players come from abroad, they come from Brazil, and the club help them to settle down into a new area, into a new culture. But I don't know how much help you had at the time. It couldn't have been easy. It must have been a shock from Brazil to the northeast of England.
Yes, it was very, very shock for me because I was the first one to come here. In that time the football, it was so different, the style of game. When the foreigners start to come from France, from Holland, from everywhere in Europe, the football changed so much, I have so many good memories from here, from Gaza as well,
Of course.
who was my best teacher for English bad words.
Of course. Swearing. Brilliant.
It was fantastic to me. I learned so much from him, from all the English football as well.
And he was a wonderful player, of course, too.
Yeah.
So, have you eaten at the restaurant yet?
Yeah, we had now on a barbecue from Brazil. I feel at home now because I have this opportunity to be here in the Cabana restaurant with the friends, with the owner for the restaurant. I'm so glad to be here again.
Fantastic. And you say you'd like to come back. You've been managing different parts of the world in Malaysia and over in Brazil, and so you'd love to come back and manage in this country one day. That's the dream, is it?
Yes, that's my real dream. I was coach in Saudi Arabia for 7 seasons for Al Hajj club from there, and last year I was in Sudan as well, who worked for Al Ahli Shanji from the Premier Division there. I am looking for to take the chance here. I am more than prepared now after 16 years as a coach in Brazil, in Malaysia, in Saudi Arabia. I know I have something to do here. I just wait for the right time. I'm looking for, because when the last time I was here, I have a chance to meet Sir Bobby Robson, Newcastle, and in that time he tried to convince me to come here to work together. But in that time I have another plans in Brazil. I didn't came here in that time, but I'm looking forward to be here as a coach somewhere. I hope so. One day I have the chance.
A job has come up this morning, Mira. It's at Celtic. So if you just want to head up the motorway north away, maybe it could be the Celtic job for you.
Yes. I have my agent here, Lipine.
Brilliant.
Anybody want a coach from Brazil, just contact Lipine. He will do the deal, no problem.
Perfect.
You've been mentioning Lee. Lee played for Newcastle, didn't he? But he also speaks fluent Portuguese, which I don't think Quinny does, as far as I know, Mickey Quinn, from my experience. But that was that the case? Was Lee with you at the same time you were at Newcastle, Mira?
Yes, he was. His debut was here against Middlesbrough. We win 3-0. I scored twice in that game, and Lee played some games with me. And after we continued in touch by telephone, by sometimes he went to Brazil, I went to his house here, and we are more than friends. We like brothers. I look after him in Brazil for 3-4 years when he was there, and we know what we need to do to be settled down in the country. I hope so.
That's nice.
Just one final question. We were over in Brazil last year for the 2 years ago now, isn't it, for the World Cup? How has it been post World Cup in Brazil? What's it been like? I mean, I think you're from Brasilia, aren't you, originally? So what about the stadiums and everything that was around the World Cup? Are they continued to be used? How do people view the World Cup now in Brazil?
Yeah, I was the ambassador for the World Cup in Fortaleza, where I live, in Fortaleza, in the north of Brazil. I was the manager for the stadium. I was the person who received all the delegations from outside the country. I was involved in the World Cup for 3.5 years. It was fantastic to me because I learned so much about the administration point. For me, it was fantastic, and the only frustration was Brazil to lose 7-1.
Yeah.
7-1 to Germany, but in the end, the World Cup bring a lot of good benefit for Brazilian football as well.
And you're not using those words that Gaza taught you, Mira. You've forgotten all of those, I hope.
Only one I can't say,
Yes, of course. Yeah. We won't.
The first game at Norwich City.
Yep.
When we finished the game, we come back in the bus, and he came to me and said to me, "Mira, go to Mister." But sometimes I know he always try to make me, happy and together and with the group as well.
Well, Mira, it's been great to talk to you. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your time in Newcastle and safe journey home. Thanks very much.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, Mira.
Take care of the great Mirandinha there up in the north.
We couldn't broadcast.
Now, you may have noticed a slight edit there because I didn't know that Tamira was then going to tell us verbatim.
I knew exactly what he was going to do.
Well, I was hovering over what we call the dump button here. So we got basically
yes.
Gaza.
Let's
paraphrase, shall we? This is what happened. He said, I was slightly worried about it because he said, I was in the shower with Gaza and he said, go and see Mr. Willie.
Yeah.
What's that mean? But he's the manager, of course, Willie McFall was the manager then.
Absolutely.
And he said, well, what do you want me to say to him? He said, just go up to the manager after the game. They've won. He said, and tell him you're starving, basically. But we didn't get the edit from Mira there. We got the full Monty.
When he said,
I don't know if we can bring you that on the podcast, really unedited.
When are you talking about the restaurant? And he said, I want to work as a manager. I thought he meant in the restaurant.
Did you really? Hope to come back one day and work in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about
that?
that?
Ideal. But thanks very much to him and to Liam.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nice to... who's Liam?
Liam? Lee.
I was going to say, that make him feel special. Yeah, thanks very much to Liam.
I can tell you why I did that in a minute.
Okay. That
I meant Lee, sorry.
Yeah, that was, of course, interesting. Well, good to talk to him finally. And, yes, he had, unfortunately, spilt coffee down his keks. That's why we didn't get him in the first part. He had to go and get changed.
Thank goodness he wasn't burnt.
Yeah, that would have been terrible, wouldn't it?
It would have been. He might have sworn.
Paul Hawksby and Andy Jacobs here on talkSPORT.
Oh, damn these wolves. In the moment we're 10 feet too. And how you told me after it, we'd remember tonight for the rest of